I'm Terry Hockey of TurboFitLife.com, helping you live a fun, fit, and awesome life. And today I am coming at you with my amazing boss, best boss I've ever had in my entire life, and he's going to talk to you about some of the amazing bosses he's had, because having an amazing boss can seriously change your life and make every day amazing. So, this is my boss, Al. Say hi, Al. So talk about some of the bosses you've had and what qualities they've had that made them so awesome.
Well, you know what? I'll start with the bosses that I've had, and I'll go back probably about 25 years and talk about a boss I had at Veritas Geophysical when I was in the oil and gas industry. His name was Tom Grodecki, and I went to him one day, and I was a computer operator at that time. I had a degree in computer science, and I went to him, and we were just talking about where do you want to be when you grow up. And as we started talking, and I started sharing my aspirations with him, he said, "You know, Al, you're really not going to get anywhere in business or in life if you don't ask for what you want." And that was kind of a cue to me as I'm talking, and he was the VP of operations at that point in time. And that was a clue to me, and I said to him, "Well, Tom, you know, obviously I've got a degree in computer science, and I'm not going to be an operator all my life, and I'd really love to get into systems programming." And he replied to me, and he said, "Al, I knew you had your degree, and I'd been waiting for you to ask me that question, and that's all I needed you to say, is that you wanted to aspire to a different level. So now let me go ahead and get you in touch with the VP of development." So after that, luckily I had all my documentation in place and had a portfolio of development in place, and I could demonstrate that I had proficiency in development and coding, and that was all it took for me to actually get into systems programming. That led to development in C, working with Sun Microsystems operating system, and then from C it went to C++, and now, you know, obviously I've moved into went from there to being a systems architect, into management. And I guess the message I would say is, do not be afraid to ask for what you want. If you don't ask, you won't get it. And I guess I can conclude on that.
That is an awesome lesson, and I think that's a great lesson on this Monday evening to kick off our leadership week. So ask for what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. What's the worst thing that can happen? Think about that. Write that down. If you are scared to ask for what you want, think about worst case scenarios and write them all down. Write down the worst case scenario, worst response you could possibly receive, and that will help you feel less scared about asking, because the world will still turn. You'll still wake up in the morning. It'll be okay. So never be afraid to ask for what you want. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Love you. And if you watch this and you think it's helpful, feel free to share with your followers as well. Have a great night, guys.